we resolve it. And my suggestion is that if something happens, this always can happen, that there is something. Maybe that you talk, you call this person and you talk, or putting rules. Putting rules, what is allowed and what is not allowed. And if they want to offer a workshop, maybe you talk to them by telephone, by telegram, and we can ask you if this is allowed, or we put it into another channel.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I totally agree. Now, let me answer back because we've had two already, so I need to get in before. Leon, so now it's not the workshop. It was not the workshop. Please take it out of your heads. It's about the workshop.
As if we would honestly excommunicate 6 members over a workshop. Please, do you know us?
No, we're bigger
do
than
you
that.
know us?
It's bigger. It's far bigger than
Seriously?
that. So now we had the workshop was one issue, but we had the issue where the renaming of the names of the tribe, but whatever. So we asked those to be changed back, and then basically nothing that we've asked after this thing has ever been action. It's been totally ignored. Okay. Now we've asked for these things to be done. It's linked to the group. I don't even understand what this LNT this and LNT that and LNT. Now, the person who put it forward said that the presentation was done and people got buy-in. Now this think tank was to feed back to us. We had no feedback. As far as I can see, nobody, not one person took up on the presentation that was given last time on the new sociocracy system or whatever the system. Nobody fed back to me that people will really like this and we really feel this is the way to go. Well, nobody. I had no feedback. That was the job of the think tank, really, is to be feeding back so then we can, as a group, go forward with these things. So there was no feedback on that. So straight away, we're not seeing, sorry everybody for me having the back to you there, I keep forgetting that. So there's no way for us to be going forward with that as we could see. So then the next stage came about with this thing about the workshop. It wasn't about the workshop, it was about the timing. And when I said about the people, but again what I said was ignored. Now when you keep being ignored by things and other things, and there's still, or other things are still coming up and information still going forward, and they're going forward in a direction that things are not being cleared up, you've got to cut it, because otherwise it's gonna the bad route is going. So we've cut that. It was the think tank that was cut. The people were not to come out of the main group. My saying, I pinned it up on there to go to put the message, is to come here and say to those people, you are basically some of the most influential people within the group. You know, so we are, it's serious. You can't, because you've got experience and you know what you're doing and you're doing this and you're doing that, it doesn't mean that, you know, sorry Amanda, but Amanda understands what you're saying. She's, you know, a lot of us are not up there. We haven't all been doing it all this time and understand all what's going on. So we've all got to make sure we all get there together. So when people are racing off and running along with what they want to be doing because they haven't got time, because other people, because it's there, you know, they've got other things to be doing, then what happens to the rest of us? We're going to end up getting left and left and left and left and left and left. So I've cut it. You don't do that. We are one.
We've already seen a lot of the original members leaving this tribe over the last 4 months, physically, here. A lot of new members are coming, but a lot of our original members are going, and I think we've lost resonance somewhere along the line for what we created. And it's got its own vision. It's, you know, the think tank was supposed to come in to help, and all it's been is 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks, help. I can't even tell you. And if any of you have got businesses where you've got Telegram groups or any social media that you've put effort into with its names and it's got its followers and all the rest of it, and you wake up, it's yours, you wake up the next morning and you don't even know the names of your own groups, and you haven't been asked and you haven't been told, I'm sorry, my trust stops. It stops. I can no longer work with someone that can do that. Not because they've done it to me, but because they can do it to anyone. I can't work with that level of trust. I can't. It's totally impossible. They did a takeover on us, totally. It's been a complete hijack, and I am so hurt and upset. We gave them free license. We didn't even watch what they were doing. We were so convinced that they were for us.
That I endorsed what was done, but what I was endorsing was the person who was putting it forward. Because the think tank was to report back to the group, I don't think I'm the one that looks over everything and gives the nod. I'm just one of the same group that's into the presentation and gets the presentation. What I was doing though was encouraging the think tank to get on with what they're doing and stuff. I don't need to be reading all the little things because I'm one of you. I'm the same with you. Once the person is doing whatever they're doing is happy to do their presentation, do your presentation, and we as a tribe and a group will judge it, not me singularly at all. So it's not. It's none of that has ever been. I haven't got a big ego. I mean, none of you really know me or any of my history. I've done enough that my head could be bigger than walking through that door. So it's not about ego. I haven't got an ego. I don't need to have an ego. It's not about me even. We've got a lovely little food forest up in the mountains with all our own food and all this. We could be sitting there comfortably, but no, we want to share. You know, our life is about sharing the knowledge, sharing the experiences that we've had and that we've got to make sure that we are not left behind if the system wants to clamp down on us. Pure and simple. So you know, I love those people.
So we don't need corporate-ish stuff in this tribe. We don't need it. I don't want it. If anyone else wants it, go for it. Sorry,
what do you call it? Extra cat or whatever I did. It's cutting off a limb.
Can I just say that I don't know too much about it and don't know what went wrong, but my main thinking is I think it's just one person.
One person. One.
Okay, so I don't know the whole ins and outs of the think tank and whatever, but what went on at the last meeting, I was lost after 5 minutes, and to me it was
Want that for your future? Is that what you want?
I think
Take it.
This was
Go
down
for
to
it.
one person who was trying to change the whole tribe and divide. That's my opinion. I may be wrong.
Thank you, Barry. And to say on that, and just going back on the cutting off the legs or whatever, we didn't make the decision by ourselves. Barry is not the only one who said that. Other people have come to us and literally, I mean,
About people in tears.
I'm solid, but this couple
People in
of people
tears,
said
crying.
to us that you need to cut it out now. You know, I maybe wouldn't have gone so severe, to be quite honest.
No, we weren't going there.
But people said to us, if you're going to stop something, you need to stop it. There's no half stopping something.
They're already damaging your tribe and your personal reputations, we were told.
So it's not, it's not a slight, as I say, I've got the most respect for all of them, every one of them, and I've got a lot of love for them, really. And it hurts. The thought, even when I think about it, it hurts. So, but the tribe is bigger, and that's what's got to stand. Going on to about the smaller groups, this is very, very, very important now, because this has shown us that it's getting all big and blown up is great, and it's great figures having 200 people on your Telegram group. It doesn't mean nothing if no one's doing anything. So really, we might have about 50
active members.
Active within the group. So these people, and you're here, the ones who are active are here, and you are the ones, you are the leaders, You are the leaders of your groups, because when you're, God forbid it ever happens, but if you're shut down in your various areas, you're not going to just sit down and be looking at it, because you've got too much in you. You're going to go out and be looking for the